Tiny was a little bit of a surprise, but it is Era. Kind of like when you watch Era or Limp in the game, you always know that on the solo Tiny without the Wisp.
Right. I mean, Escape, I feel like they've adjusted their picks to make them a bit more comfortable to individual players' style. So, such as drafting things for Koipa, like for Ovid, he's going to feel a lot safer. Yapsor obviously having to use his other counter there for the Observer Ward earlier. We are going to have our first sleep and arrow combination on Ikezu, and that is going to be a long one too. Looks like he is very, very dead. They don't manage to give the first blood over to Abed, which would have been incredibly helpful. Both the experience as well as the extra gold. As you can see, he is once again feeling some harassment from Yapsor. Decides instead to just go for the close range Star Storing. Get some CS out of it. Yapsor. He's going to head to this bottom lane. They know the Earth Spirit is behind, and this is why they need the extra hero to be able to make sure they can pop RR in time. They get the silence out. Now he managed to get off the crush as he gets out of the smoke screen. The invis goes down. That Rider goes down to the top lane, but they get the chunk. The long toss comes in from Arab. Still up at the top lane, though. Nando will be managed to complete the
doesn't have the
TP.
mana.
Koipa not able to finish him off there. Couldn't find him with the rest of the spin damage.
Yeah, Yapsor's gonna get caught out though by the grip. The Sunstrike is gonna finish him off for sure.
That is absolutely needed. Abed, it's a bit of a comeback there. He's gonna need a lot more of those Sunstrike kills though. Level there from RR, so no opportunity to be able to get away. Meanwhile, they do see Abed behind this tower. Era, he's trying to deal with Force Spirits right now because once he can get rid of those, he'll have his Blink Dagger off cooldown. They can make that jump, but Kezu's going to jump first. They grab Abed, and he'll be able to pop him. RR and the rest of Execration, though, are on their way. Managed to get one in, won't be able to get the deny on his tower.
Go for this again.
And now, yeah, Era, he sees the opportunity. He's going to try and go for the quick kill. He actually tosses to Kezu, but Kezu blink forward as well, and that is not the combination they were looking forward to. They thought they were going to bring Slardar back. The invade is going to be used here by Execration. Moonlight Shadow goes down just to make sure they can make their escape. Nando's going to come in from behind.
The main reason why that looks a little bit off, because Execration, that top tower died, what, 10 seconds later? It didn't mean anything. Instead, they lost an Invoker in the tower mid for no reason.
But a small mistake, but an opportunity for Execration.
They gotta get out of here.
Oh no, they're not gonna be able to get this one, and now the toss in. Koipa gonna land straight on the Tim. Tim does his best to stop the progress of Escape, but they're gonna be able to get 1 and 2 on the slash up to the high ground, back down from Koipa's Era. Searches for more, managed to get the toss onto RR, takes it down. 3 heroes gone from Execration, and a very low Roshan with amplified damage on it. Escape will try and take that one, but thank you very much. But RR, he's already bought back, and he is going to try and make sure that Escape cannot take that free Aegis for themselves. Execration still need another 10 seconds though, and Era, he may have just found the opening to be able to grab Abed to get the spin over the top as well, and a quick smack to the face, and Era takes out the Grand Magus. Now Execration are once again left with a 4 versus 5 scenario, but still holding on to that Roshan, putting everything they have to make sure that Escape can't grab this Aegis for themselves. Perhaps too much of a tempo swing. They don't want to let this go into their hands. The arrow goes out, not going to land. Meanwhile, the initiation comes out once again from Escape. They get a dunk onto the Bane, and they're going to look for more. The counter ward gets laid out. Moonlight Shadow, Nando thought he was in mid, thought he wasn't being seen as he tried to sneak his way in. Actually gets spotted, but still managed to get the leap out. RR bounced back, and will be taking a lot of damage from the flame break, but it's not quite enough. Gets himself away. Era actually gets taken out with a double damage standpoint damage, but Nando right in the middle of a sea of Escape Gaming members will fall, and Tim's couldn't make the escape either. Pops is open, tries to get what damage he can, but Execration was defending Roshan really worth all this mess?
Definitely not, and I think there was a serious lack of communication there because the Slardar immediately bought back, but you saw that the Miranda made no commitment to go down to that area. She even goes to that top room before. They could have just waited for him to revive, and they would have had enough time, but
make it even worse. Execration are going to go for round 2 here of smoke and attempt to go for Roshan. Now, they're not going straight to the Roshan pit. They're going to wrap around, go through the Radiant jungle, and see what they clash with. But Escape, they're actually ready for them. This is all about the Blink Daggers. Arcane Room managed to get the Blink out ahead of Tim's. Tim still managed to get a good kick and a silence combination, but they're stopped in his smoke slot. Now the other slice goes down, and one is done. Avalanche, Warrior on the mark. Kimmo's going to be taken out as well. Couldn't get the Fiend's grip in. Koipa not going to be taken out as the Shalgrave comes out just in time. Sunstrike is on the mark, but Shalgrave is still there to save him. Execration, another defeat, and full-out retreat from the Southeast Asians as they're not going to be able to make it away. Nando, the only one to hide himself in the trees, has to take a timeout for 10 seconds while he waits for his TP scroll, but he may not even make it away. Nando managed to get the arrow onto Era, but Era, he survives through all of it, gets combo, and they wipe Execration 14-7. Not so long ago, it was 6-7. That's what's happening. Playing this very safe though. They're taking their time. They're making sure to spread themselves out, giving Execration no opportunities for a good initiation. Kezu even may actually look for the initiation himself. Again, they don't actually fully commit for Roshan. They leave it quite low. Now they found the initiation themselves. The Blink and Koipa managed to get the Omni Slash to take out the Beam Strip of Bane immediately. The Meteor goes down. Kezu's actually going to be taking a lot of damage from that one, but Shalgrave comes in just in time. Cindering on the save. Tim getting spun on. Koipa's going to try and chase him down. Goes through the trees, but a quick crit plays a quick end to Tim's escape. Now corralling their way backwards. Kezu meeting Nando. Managed to get off the lasso. Actually saves the head of the Sunstrike, gets the heal, and will survive through all of that. Nando can't even get one kill. Not even the poor little Force Spirits can stop Kezu on his rampage. 19-7. Escape Gaming will finally get the free pick off.
They need heroes here sooner.
They're
There's
actually
way too much damage already.
Hero comes out. Koipa will manage to get the spin out. You can see you can't leave this tiny, especially now that he has the Aghanim's with the armlet. He's taking the tower down pretty quickly. Koipa will manage to get the first snap as well as the Shalgrave save. He starts backing himself away and will be able to heal himself up and escape, I believe. That they don't need to make a full retreat here. In fact, they can actually go back in a second. Jesus. Era takes the whole 1-2 punch and takes out Kimmo, making this defense now a 4 versus 5 for Execration. And Kezu, he's looking for a second hero, taking the initiation, but the roll-in is already there. They managed to pop Koipa. Now the pushback on Era as well. They might just be able to take out the Tejas, but not before Era slays this Lardar. In the background, though, Tim's doing what damage he can to the rest of the back line, making sure there is space for Execration to try and take out Era in round 2. Nando actually ignores that one, blinks forward, and manages to get a double there as he picks up both the Bat Rider as well as the Dazzle. Now they go onto Era with the smoke screen, trying to lead a little bit of space, but it's not quite enough. Execration have done it with a triple kill on Nando. They hold against Escape Gaming, not losing their racks just yet. What?
This Invoker's just going to continue to stack up the farm. His Midas is going to pay off. Escape, though, they still have that gem. That was the huge thing, is that they didn't lose their gem right there. And now they're going to make their move out.
Plus smoke, but Koipa is going to be spotted here, and they managed to get the stun. The kick, a little bit of save there. The arrow comes in, nails the afterward, but he managed to get off the smoke screen, but it's not enough. Koipa's down. Arrow with the response, though, goes for Camo, gets him. The afterward about to die, but gets off his ultimate just in time. And Era is leaving through heroes left and right, but it may not be enough. Nando stuck inside the trees, trying to make his way out. Will be able to get the lead, but now he's on the cliff. No, Nando, that's not where you want to be. He gets the arrow out. Ahmed sitting there in the back, not knowing what he can do to save poor Nando. He can't do anything. Nando will fall, throws out the Sunstrike, but doesn't manage to nail Era, who he was really looking for. 1 for 4. It started off so good as they took out Koipa, but Execration in their attempt at killing that big Juggernaut hero with you just, well, it looks like they're just going to run straight at him now. Escape are actually doing something quite similar here.
Oh, they're going to wrap. I really like this.
They're fully going to wrap into the secret shop area, and just like that, Execration have given up their high ground advantage, and Escape will be able to find the jump in first, but the Lincoln came in. Ahmed not going to be jumped on, but now the combination comes in. Era as well as the Blink in Koipa, and it's get off the Omni Slash, 2 down already, and Escape looking for the cleanup. Tim, he's going to be the target. He managed to get the kick off, but unlikely to get a roll away. Just doesn't have the time in the world to be able to get out. Escape, that was an opening for them originally to perhaps take Roshan in an Aegis, but there's no need. Oh, wow, Nando managed to find that one pick off, but Escape, they're like, okay, we lost Koipa, doesn't matter. Era is still the big carry right now, and we still can go high ground here and take ourselves a Rax. Lincoln, Nando looking for some damage, possibly maybe just in time ahead of that avalanche, but our poor Slardar doesn't stand a chance. Era is just too damn big, too farmed, and will be able to take out the full lane of Rax.
And the Roshan's going to give up this Roshan, more importantly, though.
Well, you said you need to be able to get your hands on one of these supports now. YapzOr, he may finally get picked off after all this time, but he's got a lot of team backing him up. They managed to get the gem. He will be able to almost pop YapzOr, but Hitter comes in just in time with the Shell Grave, and YapzOr goes all out, knowing that he's not the only able to fall back on. They're taking out the Slaughter Dart, and now look on the side for the Bane. Kimo is going to be spotted out, tries to go for YapzOr, can't quite get the kill. Nando comes in, will be able to get him with the Starstorm, but it may cost him his life. He bops the BKB, gets tossed up in the air to train, delays advantage, but leap away. Oh, just in time. He has the weave on him and a lot of physical damage, but just shy of being able to take out that very farmed Marana of Execration. Escape will just bounce themselves back, though. They only lost YapzOr's Riki, and that is not enough to deter them from going from Roshan. A second opportunity at going for that tier 3 while still having the Aegis on Tiny.
There's that heart regen that we were talking about. They're just going to make a go for it again.
Scaling wards.
Kezu is in so deep right now.
Puts Era full up to HP. Kezu looks for his initiation. Will be able to find it on the initiator of Tim's, and RR misses his slithering crush. Unable to get off the blink because he ran into fire. And now the 4 versus 5 for Execration. Tim's down for 45 seconds.
Here's the hero of the last fight. They needed him so
stun
bad.
on 3. That's a big one, but Execration not going to be able to fully follow this one up. No disables to be able to lock down those heroes, and now RR's the one who gets locked down with the Abyssa Blade. Abed makes his way out, knowing that Era is looking for the follow-up, but ooh, a tough time for a pause as Koifa has the disconnect. Just as Nando links straight onto Era here. Looks like he's trying to get a quick Starstorm incentive not to look at this team fight with his constant spin noise, but we are going to see how it begins. Nando, is he going to be able to make his way out of this one? The quick leap, but puts him in an awkward position. He's going to try and go back in, trying to draw Era away from those Raxes. Pops his BKB, fights Kezu, but Era, realizing that it's all just a distraction, goes for the objective. He's going to be nailed by the Sunstrike, takes a little bit of cold snap damage, as well as the Starstorm to push forward, though. Nando makes a Riki invis as he flies in from the sky. Koifa,
That healing ward, they've got to do something about it.
he just can't do anything. Inside the ground, spinning away like a mole, will be able to take away the melee Rax, and that is 2 Raxes down for Execration. And this a couple times, the Marana picking up the Ethereal Blade, maxing out that that magic damage. Still outputs a good amount of physical damage as well, thanks in part to the agility of Ethereal Blade as well as the amp damage. But this is going to be the fight Execration desperately needs to be
Defensive Weaver ready. They can sense this.
Already out, their smoke pops, and now some of the heroes revealed. Execration, Tim's gonna be the first one jumped on. Slithering Crunch comes in, Tim's will be able to get off a couple abilities before he falls, but Nando's locked in by the Lasso. Plus the Omni Slash, Nando gets the BKB out, tries to go for the pop on Kezu, not enough damage, and it's poor Abed who lays the victim there as Escape turned towards him as Nando goes that magic invulnerability. Feel to TP himself away, but it is very clearly a victory for Escape, and probably
Blame them at all. Can probably even wait for the next Roshan if they're worried about this jug being popped.
Koifa runs into Nando here. Still does not have the Omni Slash, nor did he have a quick way to be able to. Oh, Nando! He didn't expect Air to be here as well, and wanted to see. It's popped just like that. 80 seconds, no buyback whatsoever, and Execration, some of the rest of them. Era almost getting caught by the Fiend's grip there of Kimo, but he thinks twice about that one.
Now they're just going to start this relentless push, trying to go for the mega creeps. They know at this point if the Marana had buyback, she would have used it by now.
Jump in, melee Rax, with only a little bit of HP left. Tim tries to go for the initiation, managed to get the Fiend's grip onto Aaron, but he got the BKB off first, and Kimo pays with his life for being able to get that life hold on the Tiny, and the rest of Execration fall. Just like that, ending with Era splitting the Invoker in twain. 41-14 is our end score. Very well played by Escape Gaming. You said they played a very clean game. They managed to get the laning phase went well for Execration, but once Escape got that multiple fights around Roshan, they secured themselves the lead. They just kind of grew it over time.